Your authority ends now, General. William Devereaux, you are under arrest.
Let me start off by citing a few names, dates, and locations, because I really don't want people to be tricked into forgetting what we've been seeing these past 4 to 5 years with the Marxist progressive movement. Now, September 25th, 2024, 5 months ago, I started somewhat of a series. And the first one is titled because it's a religion, the first one is titled LGBT THEOLOgy. But it's only on Rumble. The link when I post this on YouTube, it'll be in the description box. Another one is titled Gender Theory. That one is also only on Rumble. But I've done a few more than those two. Some of them are even on YouTube. I've probably done maybe about 7 or 8 of them. And this will be another one. Now today is January 27th, and on January 16th, I did a video warning people about these Marxist transhumanist groups. That's what the series has been. Warnings, cautions, and just overall showing people what to be on the lookout for, and even how to deal with it if it comes your way. But on January 16th, I told people to be on the lookout. And I even said when it was going to start. And on January 21st, the day after Trump was inducted into the White House again, the day I said it was going to start, I hear this from a LGBTQIA advocate, a dude who goes by the name of Lady Sparkles, who came on to the panel of a dude named Rodney. Sparkles made an announcement and he left. He was up there about 30 seconds and then he was gone. On January 16th, I told people that they were going to start doing this.
And come cook chili and have fun. That's it. I know I always sound a mess, but no, my throat is really hurting. But thank you.
Oh, you're welcome, love. You're welcome, sweetheart.
You cannot make everybody happy, baby. You can't. And you know we can't. And we didn't get the most on here, so...
Right.
Yes, I just came to say hey to my lovely love, and my Rodney.
Hey, Lady Sparkle.
It's Sparkle. Lady Sparkle, what's up, baby?
Hey, baby.
Yes. Hey, Saturday, y'all, come through at 9. Rodney Motney. This is the LGBTQIA heterosexual bridging the gap. You know, we need to try to unify because y'all know who we got in this office, and he's eradicating every goddamn thing, okay? So we don't know the difference.
I don't mean to cut you off, but you the Sparkles that...
What did I warn people they were going to start doing after Trump is put back in there? I said that they were going to be running around looking for help, or in other words, recruits, or what they call, or what the Marxists called allies or comrades. They've always been seeking those things, but now they're going to be looking in places where they weren't looking before Trump was back in there. I said that they're going to be desperately reaching out for help. I also told people that Trump's shenanigans is going to make it easy for the Marxists to look like the side that actually is against tyranny, when we know that they love tyranny. But they're going to expect people to forget their reign of terror these past 4 to 5 years. And I've asked people to not forget what they've been doing. Now let's hear Sparkles again. And he's not the only one I've seen. I've seen a bunch of them doing this. Going around trying to scare people into joining their side.
And you know we can't. And we didn't get the most on here, so...
Right.
Yes, I just came to say hey to my lovely love, and my Rodney Motney.
Hey, Lady Sparkle.
It's Sparkle. Lady Sparkle, what's up, baby?
Hey, baby.
Yes. Hey, Saturday, y'all, come through at 9. Rodney Motney. This is the LGBTQIA heterosexual bridging the gap. You know, we need to try to unify because y'all know who we got in this office, and he's eradicating every goddamn thing, okay?
They really want us to forget. The ones who've been putting gaps in the bridge are now the ones wanting to bridge the gap. And why? It's so when the coast is clear, they can continue on with what they were doing. That's why. They see Trump as somebody that's going to stop them. And if they can get rid of Trump, this is what they figure. If they can get rid of Trump at them, then they can continue on with their Luciferian demonology. If they can get Trump out of the way.
I like that.
This may be the best of all. Oh, you dirty boy, you! Oh! Donald, I thought you were a gentleman.
You can't say I didn't try.
But they say we need to unite and bridge gaps and all that. Meanwhile, they've been attacking our food supply. I said food supply.
Dr. Cynthia Miller Idris, you have presented numerous concerning statements that may lead people to question your credibility. In an 8-tweet Twitter thread on August 13, you stated, quote, meat eating is used to evoke both pro-American and anti-government sentiments all at once. And, quote, red meat consumption is championed by the far right as a celebration of manliness. You've also stated that, quote, far-right podcasters have claimed that veggie burgers are part of a Jewish capitalist plot against white people in industrialized society. In another tweet, you stated that, quote, far-right soup kitchens put pork and lentil in their soup to exclude Muslims and Jews. Dr. Miller Idris, I had hamburger last night. Do you believe that I am an extremist? Does eating red meat make someone an extremist?
Of course not. Eating red meat does not make someone an extremist any more than being a service member or a veteran makes someone an extremist. We're talking about a complete fringe.
Dr. Idris,
you know, I fully appreciate that question. I think it is absurd. It's a part of my book that points to the absurdity of the kinds of manipulative tactics that some of these extremist movements use. But the point of today's hearing is to talk about the vulnerability of veterans and not to talk about my tweets from last summer about parts of my book that analyze data.
You did tweet all of those wacky things. And let me say this, rhetoric like the kind that Dr. Miller Idris spouts is dangerous.
They've been attacking our sexuality with their anti-heterosexual movement, attacking religions, attacking our movies, TV shows with all these woke remakes they doing of everything. They even stole the rainbow, or what the rainbow is really supposed to mean. There has been absolutely nothing that these people have not trashed and tried to destroy. Parents' rights attacked.
Yeah. Yeah, she called me and told me that she had an issue up here about my grandson being in a dress. I mean, I'm trying to see what the issue is about that.
Okay, you'll have to talk to Dara.
Who's
She's
Dara?
the director. She's down in the other classroom.
Is she the one that was in charge of the kids while my grandson?
I was, but I can't talk to you.
Why?
Because you're not on the form. So we'll have to get Dara up here and see if she will let you. I mean, talk to you about it.
I mean, first of all, I'm coming down here because we don't do that. The transgender and all that. We don't do that.
I understand. I don't need
I don't appreciate you encouraging him to put on no dress for the second day too. I don't appreciate that. And don't think this is going away. I'm going further with this.
Okay, you can go down and talk.
No, I'm not done talking to you. I'm letting you know the next time that you put any kid in a dress, we're gonna make you go viral.
Okay, you need to go talk to my director.
The words we use to communicate with each other, they've been outlawing and remaking those. Freedom of speech, right to bear arms, they've been stripping people of those things too. Abolish the nuclear family meaning man, woman, child. Part of their mission statement is to get rid of that.
Now I want to talk about our military. Recently we learned that the military was letting men wear dresses if they identify as a woman. Now there are reports that Australian Defence Force cadets are being pressured to remove their uniforms. That happened last Friday and were encouraged to wear purple to celebrate Wear It Purple Day, an annual LGBTQ plus event. They were told refusal to wear purple would be seen as a protest. You can't make this stuff up, George.
forcing militaries to wear the rainbow, and military people in different places in the world forced to put on those colors or else face various forms of disciplinary action. Or mathematics, yeah, they've been attacking that too. They've been lecturing on how 2 plus 2 doesn't equal 5. Yeah. In all of the holidays they've been attacking, even the months of the year, they want all the months of the year to themselves. Like, for example, first it was just Pride Week in June. Now it's Pride Month in June. Then it's Trans Visibility Month in March. And all through the rest of the year. They've been gobbling up every single month. And during this, businesses and institutions are forced to put up LGBTQIA decorations during these times.
I understand that, right. But Jesus is associated with religion and it's offending people.
No, it's not. Actually, it's not religion. It's about eternal life.
Okay, but it's the same thing, okay? People have been offended, and like I said, all we were asking you is to take your shirt off, you can go to Macy's or we can leave.
I didn't say anything though. I didn't speak. I didn't speak. I didn't say anything. Just went to Macy's.
Just enough you wear the shirt, you walk around the mall,
oh, I'm gonna say to that.
Okay. Unless you want to be placed in another. If you want to shop here, you need to take that shirt off.
What is wrong with? What is the problem with my t-shirt? What is wrong with my t-shirt? What's wrong with my t-shirt?
Again, sir, it is religious soliciting. There is no soliciting allowed on law property, which is private property. Okay? So again, we've had yes and no talks. Exactly.
What is wrong
just take
with
it
my
off and shop, man. That's all we want.
No, I'm citizen. I know the Constitution.
People who are intolerant of all things, people who are intolerant of everybody, are the ones on here talking about we need to unite. They don't even want race. Yeah, they've been attacking that. Yeah, they want to erase race.
So these people are crazy.
And I've done commentary giving people an example of them wanting to get rid of race. And they do not believe in one's own bodily autonomy either. Yes, they believe that your body should belong to them. They do not believe that we should have a choice. They believe that rejecting them wanting to be in a relationship with you is hate and discrimination.
Hey y'all, Psych Perspectives, GeoFux here. And in this video, some of you are going to like, some of you are going to disagree, some of you aren't going to care, and it is what it is. But in this video, I'm going to title it, Your Preferences is Probably Why You're Being Played. Because somebody had made a status, or a tweet, I should say, on Twitter, and it basically was saying how, why do women have so many issues with men who are bisexual, pansexual, or, they're just open with their sexuality. They're very fluid. They have so many issues dating them and they don't want to date them. And I don't date bi guys and I don't date men who are pansexual, or I don't date trans men, or I don't date trans women and all of this. And this was a tweet, and I responded to the tweet in a retweet, and I wrote biphobia. As far as I'm concerned, biphobia, transphobia, homophobia is pretty much the main reasons why people date who they date, like who they like, and do what they do. And it keeps people away from having genuine connections and actually dating people that actually want them. And by all means, keep your preferences. Those are your preferences. That's what you supposedly like. Then that's what you supposedly like. However, more than likely, your preferences are rooted in ignorance and bigotry.
The we need to unite people, they've even been devouring their own.
This is a bunch of bull. We never had any issues with gay and lesbian before, but now we do? No, some little decided that it was going to be a good idea to change this stuff and changed it. It's called the Gay and Lesbian Alliance. Gay and lesbian. What the f*** are you going to call yourselves now, huh? Change your acronym. I get so mad. It just makes me so mad.
That's a lesbian chick right there, upset about how the others in her movement are looking to remove the LGB from the flag. Put any of these combinations into your search engine. Try the LGB versus the T, or the LGB versus trans, or the LGB versus the TQIA. The TQIA been attacking the regular gay people and telling them that homosexuality doesn't exist and all kind of other stuff, and calling gay dudes and lesbians homophobic for not wanting to be in a sexual relationship with them. Say you got a gay dude that says, I don't want to be with no woman that got a beard. I want to be with a dude that's homophobic. A lesbian says, no, I want to be with a woman. I don't want to be with a dude in a dress that's homophobic. They do not respect other people's bodily autonomy. And the LGB been running around acting as if they haven't had anything to do with this mess. But they were fine when it was them against the world, when it was them attacking everybody else's everything. It was all fine. It was all fine up until their own group started attacking them.
Look at them. Pay attention to them. All of them is cool with each other. These people are crazy.
But these are the people who wants us to bridge the gap with them. And I keep saying the LGBT. I probably need to stop. Matter of fact, no, I'm not going to stop doing it. But I keep saying the LGBTQIA, but trust me, they're not alone. In fact, the LGBTQIA is just one of the cells that make up the whole virus that we call the woke and progressive movement. And let me give you an example of how it's not just the LGBTQIA on some gay shit. Let me give you an example of that and tell you that it's Marxist communist.
When you talk about folks having the freedom to separate if they don't want to abide by these vaccine mandates, what would that look like on a practical level? How do you think this would practically play out?
Same way as with people who say that I don't want to accept traffic rules. I suppose there are people who said it's an attack on my liberty to make me stop at a red light. It's government overreach. I don't want the state to have that power over my private life. Well, such people they should have the decency to remove themselves from the community. If they refuse to do that, then measures have to be taken to safeguard the community from them. Then comes the practical question that you ask, how can we get food to them? Well, that's actually their problem.
Do as we take it to do or starve. And I used to like Noam Chomsky, even though I knew he was a Marxist. I knew he was a Marxist, but when he said that, I was done. And now I hope he dies soon. Hurry up. I haven't forgot how the left was pressing people on taking that shot. Do what the state tells you to do, or else. I haven't forgot, but these are the people that wants us to forget, and now we need to unite. How we gonna do that? By forgetting what they've been doing these past 5 years. That's how we gonna unite. But it's not just the LGBTQIA. It's not just Sparkles either. It's not just Pastor Wilson either.
Will they still be able to get that high quality of old black teachers that we used to have? That's the question. So you're going to have to.
But see, this is the thing, Ms. Olivia. Not too many people are going in the profession because it doesn't pay.
Yes, that's what I mean. Yeah, you don't have that quality anymore.
You
know what I mean?
They don't pay. And see, back in the day, that's the only thing that black people could do back in the day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we got some really big problems. You all, let me say this. Somebody asked, how can we protect our rights by helping others? See, my thing is, we ain't free until all of us are free. And I know we don't believe in that, but I think King came to that realization. I think black people need to preserve their dignity.
Man said we need to unite. and said we could protect our rights by protecting other people's rights. Then added, we're not free until everybody is free. He even invoked MLK into his desperation. It's not just Sparkles or PASA or the LGBTQIA. It's a lot more among them who will be, it's a lot more of them who will be hoping that we forget what they've been doing in turning everybody's everything upside down and setting it on fire these past 4 to 5 years.
The Young Turks' Anna Kasparian is facing accusations of transphobia online after tweeting this yesterday, quote, "I'm a woman. Please don't ever refer to me as a person with a uterus, birthing person, or person who menstruates. How do people not realize how degrading this is? You can support the transgender community without doing this, SHIT."
Yeah, I think she speaks for a lot of people when she says that. The terms birthing person and people who menstruate and all that crap I think they're just terrible ways to refer to people. I don't like them at all.
Birthing people, really? Come on. For me, it's not even like, oh, I don't want to be inclusive and I don't want to think of, transgender people. It's the phrasing, like, it just makes you sound like a weird object that like, you're a vessel and nothing more. Like birthing people just sounds weird.
I have no ill will towards the transgender community at all. In fact, if you look at my body of work, I've always been pretty vociferous in defending them and calling for them to be treated equal to anyone else in society. Sometimes you'll have those who want to like push the limits, and it's never about the important stuff. It's more about things like language. They were turning a lot of people off, including people who are on their side, just really goofy rhetoric like birthing people and chest feeder. And
did someone call you a birthing person?
Yes, in a medical setting, but I don't care.
Trying to get women to stop calling themselves women. That's hate speech. It's hate speech to dare acknowledge that you're an adult human female. The division of male and female, but we need to set our differences to the side and come together, they say.
Only on 13. It may be one of Houston's most horrifying murders caught on camera.
And it happened in full view of neighbors in a subdivision near the Gulf Freeway in the Pecan Park neighborhood. ABC 13's Brooke Taylor is joining us now here in the studio.
Yeah, and Brooke, this really shocked a lot of us here in the newsroom.
It did, and sources close to this case tell me that this is some of the most horrifying footage they have seen in their careers.
Only on 13, deeply disturbing and shocking video of a murder in broad daylight. On May 3rd, the victim, Stephen Anderson, is walking on Woodridge Square Drive to pick up his mail, sources tell us. He turns around at the sound of a screeching car speeding right into him. We're pausing the video right before he gets hit. The car reverses and hits him again, pushing him further into the street. Neighbors are on the phone, frantically calling 911.
Other people to help me turn him over. They want us to turn him over.
Another neighbor comes out with a pillow. And that's when the suspect, Karen Fisher, the suspect yanks and flips Anderson over, straddles him, and kisses him. We're not showing what happens next because it's too graphic, but that's when police say Fisher stabs him 9 times. She casually walks off as if nothing happened and neighbors just watch. She then tries getting into another car while talking to witnesses. When that's unsuccessful, she leaps over the body and walks away.
It's very disturbing, yeah, because, I have kids here.
The confusion of faces. News reports saying she, when really it's a he. Stories like that. And with boys too. Boys and girls too. Boy kills his parents or grandparents, but because he wears a dress and some, maybe he got on some purple fingernails and some of those long ass socks with the stripes on them, reporter says she. She killed her parents. I've seen reports like that. A bunch of them. And that's the reason the stats are mounting up against women for being murderers, rapists, and robbers. The stats that authorities use to target people.
Is this some kind of a joke?
The confusion of faces. People who are talking about how we need to bridge gaps and stop being divided are the people that's been trying to confuse everything. Now, something that I've said about conservatives, I'm about to apply it to the left right now. This mantra, I'll call it, of we need to set our differences to the side, because conservatives will be saying that too. And what I've said about them that I'm about to say to the left, we need to set our differences to the side. And unified means you lay down your arms while I keep all of mine. I'm not finna lay down nothing I believe in, but you need to lay down everything you believe in.
Captain! Order your men to lower their weapons, Hubbard.
Can't do that, General.
Do it now.